motor vehicle. That's a third-degree felony, which carried with it up to 10 years in prison. The agreement here is that whatever sentence shall not exceed a cap of 5 years in prison. So we are looking at no less than 2 nor more than 5 years confinement in prison. Deferred or unadjudicated probation can be assessed. Dr. Smith's the pilot is out there, folks. Also, you could be sentenced to no less than 2 nor more.
And there it is, the moment the courtroom stops dancing around the issue. Substance abuse becomes the centerpiece of the entire hearing. Notice how the judge immediately shifts from what happened to why it keeps happening. In sentencing hearings, judges aren't just looking at the crime. They're trying to figure out whether the defendant is stuck in a cycle that's getting worse. And with 7 pending cases hanging over this courtroom, that's a massive red flag.
That there was no issue as far as contraband being in the vehicle that she was attempting to evade, the search of the vehicle, another felony case, other felony prosecutions. Additionally, she didn't have a warrant. There was really no good reason for her to be made other than just poor decision making and perhaps mental stress.
Mental stress for what?
You want to tell them?
There's an elephant in the room here. The elephant in the room is
Substance abuse.
you got 7 other cases pending.
Those are Tyler. Some are in
I
Tyler.
don't care if they're,
I'm going to address.
as long as they're on this planet.
I think that what's going to happen here, and talking with the prosecutors, they're looking at what the court's going to do here.
Well, and this is a fact here. I just want to make sure you were on probation from Orange County when you committed this offense, correct? You have to speak out.
Yes,
So she can.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is where the hearing turns deeply personal. The judge isn't just talking about laws anymore. He's talking about priorities, parenting, and accountability. And you can hear the frustration building. From the court's perspective, every new arrest after becoming a parent looks less like a mistake and more like a pattern.
Okay, so you're on probation for a illegal possession of controlled substance. It looks like some kind of it's a state jail felony. Then you commit this offense and thereafter being placed on probation, and then your probation was revoked. Then it looks like all of these are the same. Well, there's not all the same date. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 burglaries of a building, burglaries of habitation, engaging organized criminal, tampering and falsificating with physical evidence,
That should be child care.
and possession of a controlled substance. All in the date of offense is February 16th of 23. And that was, it looks like before you were placed on probation in Orange County, that was later revoked till last year. And
Okay, this just changed the temperature in the room completely. Up until now, the defense was leaning heavily on stress, grief, and bad decisions. But prosecutors just introduced something much more damaging: evidence suggesting possible identity theft or fraud-related activity.
then those are all pending cases. Those haven't been disposed of yet?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Oh,
Representative.
okay. Then you've got this new evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle, the third-degree felony that pops up, and it is committed on November 12th of 2024, after you were on probation for that Orange County case, and after it's alleged you committed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 offenses out of Tyler County that are pending. Then, I didn't even talk about the misdemeanors, Richard. The evading arrest or detention pending in Tyler County. A failure to identify in Tyler County. And then you receive 30 days in jail for a theft of property, I guess here in Jefferson County. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What's all this all about?
I had lost my daughter and I was kind of spiraled out of control.
When?
Let's see, about 4 years ago.
What was the date?
Phew. That statement right there may have sealed the outcome. Prosecutors are reframing the case from evading arrest into a public safety disaster that could have ended in tragedy. And judges take high-speed fleeing cases extremely seriously because they endanger random people who never signed up to be part of the chaos.
So I lost my daughter.
Yes.
But
You certainly know that.
No, but she didn't.
We all know when
No,
we lose a child
CPS.
exactly the moment that happened.
Well, it was she didn't pass or nothing. It was the CPS. I lost her to CPS.
Oh,
Yes. So,
why?
because her father got caught with drugs.
Because of her father? You lost?
Yes, sir. So
That's not the way it works.
Well, he had said that I was a dangerous child.
Well, they must have articulated some reason.
Right.
Okay. Nonetheless, so do you have any children? Ask.
I have 13-year-old.
That's in your care.
Yes, sir.
What about that? I mean, you're committing crimes here. You can go to prison for a long time if you added all this stuff up. And you got a child at home?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Come on. But on one hand, you say, well, I'm suffering because one of my children were taken away from me, but you have a child at home that's you're responsible for, and you've got all these crimes?
This is catastrophic timing for the defense. Right before sentencing, the court believes she may have tried to manipulate a drug test by diluting the sample. Whether intentional or not, judges usually interpret this as evasive behavior. And in a sentencing hearing, credibility is everything.
That doesn't make any sense. Ma'am?
I was kind of hanging around the wrong people.
Whose choice was that?
No.
Okay, what else? See, these are your choices, like we all make it. These are fixable by doing the right thing. You know it's the right choice. We all know. You consciously continue to make the wrong choice.
That's what,
Which I wish you wouldn't do. Not only for your sake, for your family.
So,
really was.
Where are you in things?
right now I'm having trouble. I'm making better decisions now.
Okay.
But I think maybe I just needed to see that making bad decisions has consequences, you know. Like I said, I just wanted to. Because, yeah, so I got locked up in they offered
Yeah, there's a great book written by a person named, it says, I am third. I am third. Our Creator is first, others are second, including our family. I come in third. And that's,
Yes, sir.
For years, not the maximum 5 the state could have pushed for, but definitely not the probation the defense hoped for. And honestly, once the judge reviewed the probation history, the pending felonies, the dangerous chase, and the suspicious items in the car, prison time started feeling almost inevitable.